Welcome to Birmingham, Alabama, the Magic City today at Protective Stadium as a couple of teams look to walk away as champions of the Birmingham Bowl. Kickoff team on the field ready to start this postseason classic. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So NC State's offense will get the first possession of the game. And here comes this quarterback. This entire offense is built around him. He is the engine of the entire team.
I mean, he's the leader. He's the alpha. Everybody looks towards him. He's been doing it all year long. Everybody believes in this young man. Big opportunity, big stage.
On first down, here comes this offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys maybe that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up, get the extra practices mentally and from a confidence standpoint to turn the page. I can remember back to my true freshman year, we were getting ready to play Penn State. We had a lot of NFL talent in my freshman class, and everybody just seemed to grow a foot taller. They were playing with...
Hit the afterburners, kid! He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
Well, this offense watched their opponents struggle in their last game. They knew that there were some places they could try to attack, especially running the football, and they wasted no time. Opening drive, and they generate an explosive play.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown, NC State! And they break the seal on the scoring. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Murphy. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
When the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Which squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
Comes out throwing on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now, it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You've got to go out. You've got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll leave first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, this defense has been outstanding in coverage early in this game. We're just in the first quarter. Of course, they already have an interception. They should have had their second right there.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Amato. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. And the Chanticleers get it past the sticks.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Pressure coming. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
It's such an advantage for a defense when you can add to your pass rush by blitzing guys, but especially when you've got a middle linebacker like that can collapse and push the pocket into the lap of the quarterback.
Coming after it. Grabbed behind the line, it's Davis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That's caught. It's Morse.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Brad.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Here comes the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Now the defense has got it going the other way. I don't know that there's anything more demoralizing to an offense than the fumble. I know the defense makes plays, but sometimes they just seem so unnecessary or sloppy.
And I think the offensive coordinator now has some decisions to have.
And the ball is picked off. Got room on the return. Touchdown, North Carolina State. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Now on second down. The back goes in motion. To the air. It's Murphy. Finds his target down the middle. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. The run to the left. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Chanticleers have this offense rolling. He finds his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking to throw on second down. Pocket starts to collapse. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Morse. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
wasn't a touchdown, that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. They'll run it to the right side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Murphy. On the move, he fires. Connection to the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Chanticleer. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
I think a lot of people in the stadium are questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game, but the gamble paid off.
Going for the big play. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Looking for more room. And after the interception, the nifty return gets it back inside the 45-yard line.
Now, teams that play cover 1 at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. To throw, it's Murphy. It's complete to the right. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right.
Looking deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Got a wide-open receiver. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's going to pass on second down. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. He'll need to put some leg in this one, a 52-yard attempt, and just the right finesse to get it in from the right. That is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, talk about an entertaining first half, and always such a fun and vibrant environment there in Birmingham at the Birmingham Bowl. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate. With that, let's send it back to Reese and the fellas for the second half of the Birmingham Bowl.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, and we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. They get this confidence going. They get into a rhythm. Watch out.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the shot to clears are on the move. Quick strike complete. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the big tight end keeping his concentration off that deflection?
And a lot of times you see those contested catches, but the deflected catches, those are just good bounces. Nice job by the big...
Unleashes one deep. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. If you can't turn the football over in the red zone, you got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the boot.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? They'll line up for a second down play. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds the tight end. And that ball is live in the backfield. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a third and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Feeling some heat. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that's going to tie it up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Makes the grab on the left. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So he gets stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat-and-mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Makes the grab over the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Now they'll run the draw. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
The Chanticleers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are.
Oh, look out, there he goes! Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs. And that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. Takes the easy completion. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Looking to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. After that last incompletion, man, do they need to connect and keep this drive alive and keep that clock running. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to throw it again. They're bringing heat. He's going to run it. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
Well, and you can tell the QB, he drops back and he wants to throw the football. He wants to push it downfield, try to get the first down. He couldn't do it. Nobody was open, couldn't find anybody. Took off to scramble. Great job by the defense reacting to it, getting him on the ground.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Coastal. How about that D making the play and lining up the board and swinging some momentum in their favor. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do now. Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
He uncorks one deep. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense will have a chance to get the go-ahead score here in the fourth. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when you decide to run it.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. Looking for a man, it's Murphy. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And the shot to clear is line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdowns.
Now on 2nd down. The give on the inside. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Touchdown, Wolfpack. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there and get me one more.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
To the air, it's Murphy. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
So that's now this quarterback's 2nd pick of the 4th quarter. He's battling, he's fighting. They're obviously down in this game. He's trying to make it happen. Just some bad decisions here late. Looks like he's pressing.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. This is a 3rd and long. He unleashes a long one. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
What a great stop in a big moment for this defense. Nice job getting the stop. Now listen, the ball goes back to the offense, and this has a chance now to be a great finish. That was a clutch stand.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. It's one thing to execute early in the game,